everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Talk 10 with Mahen. This is a 10-minute conversation that I have every week with interesting personalities. These special individuals have tasted success, and it is now their desire to share their experiences with others so that it can be of benefit to all. A reminder that this channel is about encouraging you, supporting you, and promoting creativity. I am so happy today to have a dear friend on the show. It is Miss Sarisha Rameshlall Komal. Welcome, Sarisha.
Thank you, Mahenthri, and hello to everyone.
Sarisha wears several caps. She is an education specialist. She's a holistic counselor. She is a transformation coach. And I'm proud to say she has even written her own book. The book is entitled Notes on My Fridge. And it is a narrative about the silent lives of women. Sarisha, let's begin with how we could start off our mornings.
It's very important to be able to start the morning on the right note because energy flows where attention goes. So we want to make sure that we get the right energy in for the kind of day that we want to have. I start every single morning using a gratitude journal. Now, I have with me 2 journals, in fact, that I use because it's just such a wonderfully profound way of starting your morning. You literally write down 5 things that you are grateful for every single day. For example, I'm grateful to be alive and have the opportunity for a new day. I'm grateful that I have good health. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity for preparing myself a good breakfast. I'm grateful that my family are well. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to communicate using technology. The whole idea of a gratitude journal is to release the oxytocin hormones in our bodies to start our day feeling good. And that's what we want, positive vibrations from the morning.
That's great, Sarisha. Now, I do know that you use salt in your homes. Can you tell us about 3 uses of Himalayan salt?
Ah, fantastic. You know, Quartz is such a wonderfully powerful transformational tool, actually, if you can use it. It's used in healing, used for intuitive help. It's used for spiritual work. Now, I always want to ensure that we use Himalayan salt because Himalayan salt has minimum chemicals, actually no chemicals in it. And what do we want to do with the Himalayan salt? We want to be able to, if we want to use it for cleansing the home environment, you would take a handful of Himalayan salt, and after you sweep and after you mop, you take this handful of Himalayan salt, put it into fresh water, and now you would go and re-mop your entire home. But this time you are making sure that you are mopping your home in all the different corners. Whatever dense energy is there, you want to make sure that that gets unburdened from your home. Okay. The second very powerful way of using Himalayan salt is by having, when you have your bath, you can take a handful of Himalayan salt, and this way you need to now also remember to work with breath. And I start from my throat chakra slowly with lovely deep breaths, holding in and exhaling. I am moving my hand with the salt crystals in my hand, and I'm slowly moving it down my energy alignment right through my feet. This is a very powerful method of trying to make sure we get off energy that's negative and sitting on our bodies and our auric fields. I want to also suggest try never to use salt on your crown chakra whenever you are working. Very important to remember that. Mahenthri, the third thing that we can use salt in our home, and this one is for for the entire family actually, is by using dried green chilies, red chilies, mustard seeds, and the coarse salt. Now, this here is very important because it helps create positive vibrations in the home for the whole family. I would generally put this in the space in my living room where maximum of my family members are moving around, okay? I would take it off in the full moon, rinse off the salt, throw away the mustard seeds and the dry chilies, and refresh after every full moon. This way, I'm using the positive energies of the moon to release and to get rid of any negativities in my home and to fuel up my home again by protecting it, by shielding one's home using coarse salt.
Right. Now, Sarisha, I know that you are also pretty well informed with regard to crystals. I love crystals. Can you share some of your knowledge about crystals and show us the four that you do have today?
Okay, even I love crystals. I know they are used for jewelry, and why not? They are so beautiful. But crystals have a far more important impact on the physical body and on our environment. There are four crystals that I particularly like, and for today we are going to talk about those only. The first one is the clear quartz. Now, the clear quartz is an absolutely positively vibrational crystal that's used in intuitive work, that's used for deeper connection or channeling when people are doing work channeling. It's used for meditation. The clear quartz is used generally on the third eye, and we automatically start to feel a different vibrational frequency. Because remember, crystals have their own particular vibrational frequencies and their own particular geometric structures. When it's placed on the physical bodies, it does what it's supposed to do without us even asking for it. That's how powerful it is. And that's why I love it so much. So the clear quartz is considered to be the mother of all crystals, because actually it cleanses all other crystals as well. And it vibrates in the highest frequency in terms of my experience. The second crystal that I superbly love is the rose quartz. The rose quartz is one of my favorite crystals because the rose quartz is meant to used in the heart chakra, the heart energy point, or in your throat for easy, loving communication. And it's used because we want to be calm, we want to feel loved, we want to feel love for ourselves, to build self-confidence, and it's about self-compassion. So I personally feel, in fact, I never ever leave home without a rose quartz crystal. That's how much I value its input. The third crystal that we'll talk about, a little about, is the amethyst. Besides looking so beautiful and beautiful purple color, the amethyst is meant as an immune booster. Whenever somebody has issues with the immunity, using the amethyst by simply holding it again in the palm of your hand and working with the intention, what is my intention of holding this amethyst? Even if you don't know, the beauty of working with crystals is you don't even have to know what it is for. It does what it's supposed to do, and that's how profoundly intelligent nature is, okay? So the amethyst, again, is used for intuitive clarity, and you'll always find the clear quartz and the amethyst will most certainly be in meditation centers. The fourth crystal that I'd like to talk about this morning is a very important crystal for families and for individual bodies. This is the black obsidian or black tourmaline. Now, why do we use it? We use this here when we're feeling really drained, when we are feeling our energies are being depleted, when we are feeling fearful. By holding on to the black tourmaline or by placing it on particular parts of your body, for example, your feet, okay? It really, really helps ground us and keeps us balanced. So these are the four crystals that we'll talk about this morning. And I want to conclude the section on the crystals by making sure, I encourage that all families, all households, to get the black tourmaline and just keep it in your home. On a full moon, simply rinse it through and let it dry. And the second most powerful thing that I feel every individual person or homes should have is a rose quartz. I promise you, you will feel a vibrational difference in your home in spite of whatever else is going on.
I want to move on to affirmations. Now, just as you said, the crystals contain so much of energy. Our words are also super powerful. How can we make use of affirmations for our benefit?
Words have the power of building or even breaking, okay? Affirmations are really short, simple sentences we put together and we repeat it often, because anything we repeat often becomes part and parcel of what our brain understands to be part of who we are, okay? There are a few powerful affirmations that I use on a daily basis. First one, which I think, it's a sum up for me. It just has layers of profundity, and it is, I am enough. I feel every single morning or whenever I'm feeling dull and down, by reminding myself, I am enough. I am enough. It's that vibrational chant that I am now coding onto myself that, listen, whatever's happening around you, I am enough. So the first affirmation is I am enough. The second one I really love, especially when people are dealing with kind of health issues and they want to allow their bodies to start getting well, because we're creating these kind of unhappinesses in our bodies. Let's heal ourselves also. I am well. I am well. All is well. The third affirmation is I am the embodiment of divine love. I am the embodiment of divine love. I think using these simple affirmations and repeating it as often as we can creates a vibrational frequency on our bodies as well as our energy spaces.
So I think it's all about, going back to appreciating, loving ourselves. I think that is the kind of message that you are giving us by sharing those affirmations. Such a joy. I could go on and on talking to you. You are really a fountain of knowledge. But I want to thank you so much for joining us on today's program. I want to say this: you speak with a lot of conviction. It means that you certainly practice all of these things. You are not just paying lip service to the information, you practice everything. Thank you for being a true leader and someone that is supporting our community in so many ways. Thank you very much. I will see you next week. Be sure to remember to practice your first morning exercise, and that is simply to smile. It is absolutely great for anti-aging. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Sarisha.